Well, but you didn't know that I had this. GOLUREMI'S skills. Check those out. As a matter of fact, you guys, check out the podcast. Check out GOLUREMI.com. Check out 11th Commandment. Go there, subscribe right now. That is where all of the good stuff is happening. Of course it's happening here, and we're going to bring it to you today with a new video. Let's go. Alright guys, straight into the moves. The first one was made famous by Ferenc Puskás, who was of course a Hungarian super baller. And if you don't know, the way to do this move is simple. With the defender next to us, build up speed so they want to chase us, and right when you feel them catching up, we bust out the pump fake by jumping ever so slightly and pretending to stop while in the air. Notice one of the most important parts is when you land. Always remember to scoop or touch the ball with your toe forward so you keep momentum. If you just kick it, it's going to make your movements choppy and you might not get the advantage you want. Plus, it looks cooler. So, this is the ideal move for a winger on the sideline or a striker who's in on goal but knows the defender is faster than him. You only need an inch to shoot. There's no need to prove to anybody that you can beat the defender twice, especially if the ball's already in the back of the net. Pop it, lock it, and then pop it again and lock it up because Ronaldinho loves this move. OG Ronaldo loves this move. Why? Because it's baller and you can use it too. One of the most underrated skills to gain some space with, watch in slow motion. All we've got to do is build up a little speed and then step on the ball with our strong foot. Once we've done that, hop up with the back leg and use the inside of our foot to send the ball forward. Notice the subtleties and how our body turns to the side. All of these actions are necessary to sell the fake. Do not do moves like a stiff tree, or you will end up with a face full of grass after the defender sticks you, okay? Always be fluid. Look at the example. As we run with the defender, as soon as we think we're gonna lose momentum, we stop and pull the ball back towards us, turning towards him and throwing our bodies slightly the same way before kicking the ball forward and sprinting out to gain the advantage. We're taking you back to the 80s to give you the classics right here, boy. We got the same principle as all the rest of our moves, except this is the complex advanced variation. Watch closely in slow motion. Build up some speed and then hop and place the sole of your foot on the ball. Now, instead of rolling it immediately, what we do is throw the rest of our body forward and leave our leg behind. The second you hit the ground, roll the ball forward as hard as you can and let it catch up to you. If you've done it correctly, you will have more time and space than a rancher in Dodge City, Kansas. Don't forget, these moves are not to destroy the defender. They're efficient, okay? They have a high probability of working, and you can use them almost anywhere on the field. Whether you're a striker, winger, outside back, recognize the importance of gaining an inch or two to get off a pass, shot, or cross, because it will make all the difference. Comment down below on where you're from, and let's see if we can get 50 different countries in the comment section, because GOLUREMI is global, people. And don't forget to subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out 11th Commandment. Check out GOLUREMI.com. I love you guys. Huh? Come here, just bring it in. Let me get a hug. Okay, let me get a hug. All right? That's for you. Peace.
So if you encounter a wild gorilla, yeah, you have to crouch down and pretend you're eating. You can't look at them in the face. And then hopefully they just walk off. That happened to one of my friends. They had to do that for an hour until the gorilla left.
Yeah. Did they try to make it more convincing as it went on? Like actually started eating the leaves.
Put some dressing on it, some vinaigrette. And like, well, I promise I'm eating it.
Seasoning.
These moves don't work in a game, and I did one of those Wembley Cups, and we played against the F2 guys.
Oh yeah.
There's 30,000 people at Wembley. Most of them are there for F2, and I run around with Jeremy, and I'm like, yo, you're going to do one of these moves? That's why these kids are out here. But he honestly, for 90 minutes, didn't do any of his moves because he knows they don't work in a real game. And that's what frustrates me about that. That's one of my pet peeves. I completely, these guys have more like skill than I'll ever have. But when it comes to the game itself.
The thing is that I can't, I think, apply it in the same way to my game as you would be able to because it is more, I don't want to say natural to you because I know you work a lot.
Do you feel a disconnect? Like, are you trying to say you feel a disconnect somehow? Like because first off, you're knocking yourself. People I have trained with Jay, he knocks himself all the time. He talks about how he can't pass and he can't run and he can't do all this. Well, I have gone to his training and I have trained with this team. Okay, well, the first day we were slipping and sliding all over the place. In Denmark, they have some sort of special ice grass like that they're just hiding. I don't know. We had the nicest shoes of everybody on the team and we were falling down left and right. It was ridiculous. But all that being said, you have excellent game intelligence, especially for in the position you were in. Did you start at left back or right back? What was your natural position? You started at right back. Like you understand what's going on. Like I can understand what you're trying to say and saying that you feel sort of a disconnect from what it is that you see and visualize in your head into what you do in the game. When you drive through my residential neighborhood with your muffler or whatever at what B, how rude is this? There's nothing more.
At like 10:45 at night, 11 o'clock at night. It literally happened last night, dude. I live in suburban Kansas. You know, like it's on the edge of being country, like literally where I live in Lenexa. But every night, without fail, there's some idiot and some little Mazda with a giant muffler that just goes as fast as he can through this neighborhood. And we're just like, well, hope he's having a good time. You know, at least I hope he's...
Exactly. What is that?
Do re mi fa sol la hit is GOLUREMI'S control all them boys from Kansas City where they know we got them tricks. We get it how we live